All right, so I just listened to the R&P Battle Rap Authority's interview with Real and Peasy Fresh as the hosts, and they had Big T, they had Miles, Jon Jon the Don called in, and then they finished it with a wild ball. They finished it with a wild card. They had Charlie Clips on the line, who just spazzed. But I want to talk about a few points that that really kind of go to the heart of battle rap and different tier or different levels and all of that. So the debate between Jon Jon the Don and Big T is basically, given Jon Jon's resume, given his current resume in the URL, does he deserve a chance to battle Big T? And during the interview, they was going back and forth, and during the interview, Jon Jon was like, "Okay, Big T, I hear you, but like some of your statements are contradictory in terms of, you know, what you're saying. Like on the one hand, I am worthy, but in another hand, I'm not worthy." And even though it did kind of sound contradictory on Big T's end, you can't deny, you can't say like Jon Jon's whack, because he's not whack. If you don't know who this dude is, you need to go check his videos out. Just a few handful of videos he had on URL. He's been killing niggas, but he's not whack. And so what Big T was trying to do was he was trying to give him his props, but at the same time he was trying to let him know, like, dog, like, you're not there yet. Now I'm a fan of Big T and Jon Jon, so I'm trying to be as objective as I can, but I don't believe that Jon Jon should battle in Big T next on the Chicago card, or even at Summer Madness, which is what they was just talking about on the Battle Rap Arena, if you follow that. So anyway, the reason why I say he don't deserve to battle Big T or even somebody like in Big T's class is because he hasn't put his work in. You know, he's like just now coming out of the proving grounds. Him and Bill Collector and QP was like just a few of the people who really stood out in the PG, but at the same time they haven't put their work in on that main stage. Now a lot of people say, oh well, you know, Jon Jon came from Grind Time. What about his work in Grind Time? He's been killing niggas for a minute now. He's not new. He's just a new face to the URL coming out of the PG. Okay, yes, that's true. But at the same time, the people who he's battled in Grind Time, it's not like they've transitioned or they've battled on numerous stages or they was a big name in Grind Time either. You know what I mean? Like they was just like different people from their division. You know what I mean? Like I think he battled like Bricks Belvy, or you know what I mean? Like I think he battled Saya Boy, or you know what I mean? Like he battled like a bunch of, I mean, you know, he battled like names, but they was like either mid-level or they was like low-tier, you know, low-level names in another league. So when you come into the URL, it's not like you could just bring that background with you, or people are like, oh, you battled, you know, Brooks Belvy. Like let me put you on right now with Averb and let me put you on right now with Hitman. No. Every STL nigga, the Detroit niggas, they all built their name up. And so even though you're not new to the game, like you still got to build your name up on this particular platform, just like everybody else did. I think he's doing that. I think it's a great start. Now, let me jump ahead to something Charlie Clips said. And it made so much fucking sense, but only Charlie Clips said it. And it was at the very end. He said, all these battle rappers keep taking battles. They take battle after battle. And on the one hand, you think about it, well, yeah, that's how you build your resume. But on the other hand, he's right. It is stupid to take battle after battle because you're slowly building your resume and getting your name up. You're not making any strategic moves. You're not making any chess moves. You know what I mean? Like, take a nigga like Charlie Clips. He doesn't have that many battles on camera, but the battles that he does have on camera, he was able to maneuver it so that his next battle was bigger than the one he had before it. And niggas keep his name in their mouth because of what he does, how he strategizes, how he moves. So in a way, like, Charlie Clips is a lot smarter than a lot of these niggas. And I think even a nigga like Big T, like if you look at like 2 years ago when he battled Hollow, and then like how popular he is now, like compared to some of these other people, it's slow. It's real slow. He took a minute to get popular like that. And, you know, they was talking about, oh, you know, you're following on Twitter and you're following on Facebook, how many fans you got and all that stuff. It's like, at the end of the day, like, that just shows how Hollywood this shit is becoming. Like, who the fuck cares how many followers you got on Facebook? You know what I mean? Like, if the battle rapper doesn't have, you know, the resume, if the shit don't match up, you know what I mean? And this goes back to what Big T was saying. If the shit don't match up, then it ain't gonna look right. It's not a good look for Jon Jon to get in there with Big T right now. One, Big T will take the win. Jon Jon will drop bars on him, but Big T will take the win because Big T is more experienced. And even though Jon Jon is performed on the URL stage, he performed in the PG. He performed, you know, at the exclusive jank where there was just like 4 or 5 battles. It wasn't even open to that many people. It was only like, what, like 100 tickets or whatever sold or whatever. It was a real small venue, you know what I mean? He never performed on like the Summer Madness stage. He didn't, you know, he didn't go out to Detroit for Motor City Mayhem. It wasn't a big card like that, you know what I mean? So it's like when he was saying Big T's contradicting himself, yeah, but then again, no, because it doesn't completely make sense. Like, I can't put into words why it doesn't make sense completely for a dude like Jon Jon to take on a guy like Big T, even though they both have put in work, even though they both have bars, even though they both can, you know, kind of go head to head with each other. It's not the logical next step for Jon Jon. Jon Jon just had a battle. Okay, he just had a battle like in January or early February, so he needs to fall back. He needs to find a way to maneuver around and stop taking battle after battle. Niggas was like, oh, well, would you take a JC? Or would you take a Rich Dollars? Or would you take a Tay-Rock? And it's like, okay, if you did that, you'd be shooting yourself in the foot. If you did that, you'd be shooting yourself in the foot because niggas don't want to see that. Niggas will watch it, but it's not really like what's in demand. You know what I mean? So if you was to take JC, you know what I mean, on the Chicago card, where does that leave you? You know what I mean? Okay, from JC to Big T, no, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like your last battle should propel you for the next one. And if you just got finished with Bill Collector, and I believe he took the win, the next logical progression is not Big T, my nigga. And I'm not saying it's you on the next card, and I'm not saying it's another, you know, mid-tier nigga. I'm saying you need to choose your next move wisely. I think Jon Jon has a lot of potential, and he can stand toe-to-toe with these niggas. But it's not going to happen like that. You're not just going to take off one nigga from the PG or 2 niggas from the Proving Grounds and then think that your next logical step is a top-tier nigga. And then be like, oh, well, if you don't believe I'm top-tier, then shut me up. You can't like reverse psychology your way to the top. You know what I mean? You can't be like, oh, well, I dare you to take me. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do it like that, my nigga. Take Calico, for example. Calico battled Young Ill, and then he battled Suge. And after Suge, the nigga should have got a shot. He really should have got a shot. But then after Suge, the nigga battled K-Shine. And I know a lot of niggas is like, okay, yeah, like, we'll watch it. But if you think about it, who the fuck really wanted to see K-Shine versus Calico? It was a progression. It's what was logical in the next step. You know what I mean? And he had to go through that to get to where he was. And then he got a shot with Math. He killed Math. And then he got a shot with Arsenal. And he arguably beat Arsenal. Okay? But if I'm just using Calico as an example. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just think that, you know, oh, I got bars and I got the fans, so that's the next step. No, you got to put your work in, my nigga. You know what I mean? You got to put your work in. So right now, like, Jon Jon is like this nigga on the come up, and he's got the talent, but the timing isn't right. The timing is not right. And you got to be patient, my nigga. And the fans are behind you. People want to see you do good. You got a lot of haters too, but at the same time, like, you got enough supporters where it's like you can make yourself heard. Just be patient. You know what I mean? Don't reach too far. Big T told him, like, take steps, nigga. Don't jump, because you're not gonna go there. And as far as Big T is concerned, Big T has gradually become one of my favorites. I think he took the battle with Surf. I think he's gonna beat Clips. It's probably gonna be a little controversy because clips always do that, you know, over the time shit. Just, you know, make the shit unlimited. If they keep it at 3 minutes, 3 rounds, 3 minutes, then I think Big T will take the battle. Period. And then you just go on from there. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here. It's at 10 minutes. Y'all go ahead and respond to this. I know a lot of people probably going to disagree. I know a lot of people probably going to agree with me too. But either way, I want to hit the comments on it. Yeah, just hit me up. All right. Good luck.